Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I apologise for the background noise if you can hear it. It is really humid today where I am, so I cannot actually film without a fan. So there is a fan directly behind the camera, so I apologise if you can hear that. But today I'm going to be doing a no makeup look, as if you are in the UK at the moment, you are also suffering with me in this really sticky, humid weather, and it's too sticky. I'm sweating too much. I'm sweating through my foundation. I've been trying to figure out a way of wearing makeup but wearing less of it. So I'm keeping my eyebrows. I'm keeping my eyebrows and my eyes the same, but I'm changing the base of my makeup. So yeah, let's get on into this video. Okay, so yesterday I was playing around with some makeup because I had sweated basically all of my foundation off, so I'd taken it all off, and I had some of my MAC Studio Fix Fluid foundation left. Now there wasn't too much of it left, probably about that much left in the bottle. So what I have done, and this is something that you guys can do if you have leftover foundations and things, is I mixed in some moisturizer and some SPF and essentially turned the rest of this into a BB cream. It smells like sun cream, but I don't really mind the smell of sun cream. So this is really helpful if you have, as I say, an old foundation and you want to turn it. Some posters came through the door. So as I was saying before, the postman rudely interrupted me. Doing something like this is really helpful if you just have some old leftover foundation and you don't want to go out and spend £9–10 or however much it is on a BB cream. You just mix over any leftover foundation that you have, or any foundation that you have already, and you just mix in however much moisturizer in it. Always remember to put sunscreen in it. Oh, I've just put a lot on my finger. Always remember to put sunscreen in it, and yeah, it will smell pretty much like sunscreen, but if you don't mind the smell of sunscreen, then it'll be fine. Yeah, I've just dotted that all over my face. It's going to be a pretty sheer base, so if I do sweat through it, it's not going to be too obvious. I'm just using this to even everything out. So I don't know if you guys can really tell, but it's just a very natural base. It's quite shiny, quite natural looking, and you can still see all of my freckles. You can still see a demon spot I have. So it's just helping to even out the skin tone, but not heavily covering everything. At the end of this, you will look like you're heavily made up, but you know yourself that you're not, if that makes any sense. Then the next thing that I'm going to do is conceal a little bit. I'm not going to do too much concealing because I still want to keep this looking quite natural. So I'm just taking the Urban Decay Naked Skin. This is in the shade Light Warm. It's the one I use, especially when I'm tanned a little bit. And all I'm going to do is just dot 3 little dots along my eye and then blend that in with my finger. So now I've just blended in the concealer. So on camera it looks like my under eye circles are completely concealed, perfected, but in real life you can still see some of the purple tones, and you can still definitely see some of the dark bits outside of my eyes. So I don't want to too heavily conceal and stuff because I just want to keep it looking quite natural. So then I'm just going to go in with my normal powder, and we're going to start from here and work our way downwards. So I'm just going to start by powdering my forehead a little bit, not like powdering too much because you still want to keep it, you still want to have that sort of like sheen to your face like your natural skin would. And then we are going to start on the brows. So I'm just going to do what I normally do with my brows. This is something you guys see 1,000,001 times. I'm just going to lightly fill the arch in like so. I'm just ever so lightly doing this. The other eyebrow though is a little bit more of a mess. I could just leave this and it would look like it's perfectly done, but this eyebrow just doesn't like to cooperate with me and always decides to be the rebellious child. I think just like that, just something simple like that will pretty much do it for my brows. And then I'm gonna go, I look very sweaty at the moment, it's really hot in this room. I apologize for that, it's kind of gross, but hey ho, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just gonna go in with my Gimme Brow in the shade 3 and just go through it and give my natural eyebrow a little bit more colour and depth to it. So they're very natural, not a lot going on with them, they just look like they're more filled in, but I'm keeping my natural shape to them. This one has more of an arch, this really annoys me how this one is more defined but is more sparse, and this one just looks perfect and rounded. But yeah, so now we're going to start working from, now we've done this section, we're going to work on this section and then do the eyes last. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Hoola bronzer. Again, you guys see this all the time. And I'm just taking a Real Techniques multitask brush and I'm just going to go ham because I am fake tanned at the moment, so I need my face to match everything else. And I'm just going to go in and bronze my cheeks up a little bit. I just knocked the camera, I apologise. Okay, so now I have a little bit more colour to my face. I am going to go in with my normal blush and highlight, but I'm not going to put as much highlight on because again, you do want to keep this quite natural. And if you are glowing to the gods, not very natural. So I'm just going to go in with my normal Tarte Showstopper palette and I'm just going to take one swipe, and just go on the cheekbone. So you want to have that glow, but you don't want to be over glowed. And then I'm just going to take the blush from this palette and give my, even though I have the bronze colour, I still want to have like a natural flush to my cheeks, because I do in general have a natural flush to my cheeks. So that looks like I have a lot on, but I really don't. That's the problem with blush, you can do too much if you're not careful. Now I'm just going to go back in with my powder and powder my chin, that upper lip area and around the nose. Send it down onto my neck. I also apologise for the noise that you're going to hear going on upstairs. The floor above me, which is my dad's study, has a very creaky floor, so I try to film when he's not in there, but he just keeps moving around the house. So now I'm just going to go in and set the under eye a little bit. Actually, I'm going to use my finger. So I'm just going to press in any of the little lines that have formed, or like the creases, under my eye, and then go in and set that with some powder, and then do the same on the other side. So now that our face is done, we can start to work on the eyes. So I'm just going to go back in with the highlighter and put a little bit of that on a little eye brush and put that just in the tear duct, just to add a little bit of glow. And I'm going to put the excess on the tip of my nose because I like to have a shiny nose. Then I'm just going to go in and curl my eyelashes and put on my mascara. This is the longest part. I feel like everything else is so freaking easy. I'm also starting to swear again. I apologise for the grossness of this. So I'm just going to go in with my Tarte primer and then layer on top with the mascara. And then this is the completed makeup look for you guys. So this is very good for a hot summer's day when you want your skin to look pretty and even, but you don't want to wear glam, but you still want to look like you have a little bit of makeup going on. This is perfect for that, and it's perfect for days like today when it's really humid outside and I can't stop sweating. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It's free of charge, so why not? And you get to see more of my face. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one.